Hello peoples, Troy here. Today we're going to do a quick tabletop review of the Ruger LC9s Pro model, which means no manual safety, as well as no magazine disconnect. Came with a nice little rug. We'll get that out of the way. Well, I've wanted one of these LC9s for quite a while. Just originally, you know, the double action trigger, not really a big fan of those, and really not a big fan of manual safeties if it ain't on 1911. But when this LC9s came out, I was really close to pulling the trigger on it, and then when the Pro model came out and they finally did away with that manual safety, I had to have one. So we put about 150 rounds through it yesterday. Shot really well. Recoil is very mild on it in comparison to my XDS 45. It's night and day. Accuracy was pretty good out to about 15 yards. The XDS I can pretty well hit very well with it out to 25, so accuracy could be a little better, but it's sufficient for what its intended purpose is. Which brings me to, why did I need another carry gun? Well, this little LC9s fits very well in the pocket. Weighing 17 ounces, it is not very noticeable. On the contrary, the XDS, weighing 21.5 ounces, is very noticeable, and it swings around in my pocket like a brick. So pretty well this is reserved for IWB carry, whereas the LC9s, I will primarily be carrying it in the pocket. I used to own a LCP, and in comparison to that, the LC9 is really much better. The LCP fit a little bit better in the pocket, being so small, but I couldn't hit the broadside barn with it. Literally. It wasn't pleasant to practice with, and I mean, it was just too small of a gun. The LC9s is about just right. Got a nice set of white dots on there, which is good. I will, however, probably replace mine with some TFOs or maybe some Trigicons. I ain't decided which yet. My only real complaint about this, besides only coming with one magazine, which I already bought another one, is probably the grip itself. Like the LCP, it also has this little thin contour in the front of the grip, and to me that's just a little too thin. I mean, I'd rather they kept the same contour and thickness from the back of the grip to the front of the grip. But it is what it is, and a little $10 slip-on grip will probably fix that, remedy that issue. The trigger pull, I measured it earlier, it was around 5.5 pounds. Very smooth, very crisp. The reset is a little longer than I would have liked. Right there it is. I don't know if the camera's audio will pick it up, but it is considerably longer than my XDS on the reset. This thing breaks down relatively easily. Basically, take your little plate right there down, move it back about 1/8 of an inch. They say to use a little paper clip in the manual, but just give a few slaps or fall right out. Take down pinwheel, And there we have our two halves. So pretty standard from here on out. Recoil spring assembly, barrel. Actually already cleaned this, so we'll pop her back in there. Goes back together just as easily as it takes down. Put her slide back on there. Line her hole up. Drop her pin right back in. Wiggle the slide, falls the rest of the way in, pull your plate back up, ready to go. Another negative I can find besides the grip that were really, I wouldn't say a negative, just more or less what I'm used to, is probably the magazine release, which it is not. I had actually read the manual, and I mean, literally that you would think that would release the slide out, slide release. But I don't know why I call it a magazine release. But you have to literally power stroke it to get it to go back in the battery. After you put a fresh mag in, that's kind of annoying to me. But I mean, no, it ain't a deal breaker. It ain't that bad. But in contrast, it is much easier. Say like on the XDS here, simply sweep your thumb, slide is closed. Why they couldn't have put this on the LC9s, I do not know. But like I said, it ain't really a deal breaker. But in conclusion, it's a very good little piece. I think I got it for like $400 out the door, tax and everything. So for what it is, it ain't bad. Definitely not a range gun, but it is very comfortable to shoot and practice with, unlike the LCP that it replaced. So, and I mean, it does carry much better in my pocket than the XDS, so for me, it's a very good little pocket gun. Big enough that I can actually do something with it, but small enough to not swing around like a brick. But I guess that about does it. In conclusion, it is a very nice little gun. I'm pretty happy with it. Hopefully later today or this weekend we can get a little more range footage in, and maybe do a comparison to the XDS and maybe the Shield 40. Have something of every caliber here to kind of compare our subcompacts. But yep. Thanks for watching.